Hello guys, so what's up? My name is Hollow, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually going to be doing a little bit of building today, which is 100% not my forte. I am totally a cast person, not a building person. So, we'll see how this goes. I'm sort of trying it out. Like, I do like building, I just don't think I'm very good at it. So we're gonna do this today. The reason I chose to do this is because obviously we had the new kit come out, the Blooming Rooms kit, which I was super excited for because I love plants. Like I love the idea of putting plants everywhere because personally I do not have a green thumb. I have a brown thumb and it just like everything I plant dies. Like I killed a succulent before. That's how bad I am with plants. So I like to romanticize the idea of having plants in The Sims. So yeah, so I was super excited for the plant kit because that's what I use a lot of CC for. Is I get a lot of CC that's like plants and stuff that I can use. So I was really excited for this kit. So I wanted to do something for it. So I decided to build this little modern house, and I guess it might be a tiny home. I didn't actually set it to see if it was or not because like I was trying to limit myself. Like at first I started out putting CC in because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna build something I like, right? But then I was like, well, if I'm gonna make a video about it, I should probably try to upload it to the gallery so if people want it, they can get it, right? So I was like, well, I don't want to put CC in because then like people won't have my CC and like I can't even tell them what it is because like I have no idea. Like I'm not gonna go through and pick out every single piece of CC I have and link all of it like that. No, I'm lazy. I don't do all that. So that was like not a thing I was gonna do. So I was just like, so you see me putting in a little bit of CC now, but I end up going back and changing it and being like, no, we're gonna use in-game stuff. And because I was doing in-game stuff, I wanted to try to limit it a little bit because I have pretty much everything. Like I have almost all the DLC. I think the only thing I don't have is the Courtyard Oasis kit, but I literally have everything else. So I usually like when I build with like a million packs. Like there's another build that I put up a while ago, and it's a Vladislav Stroud mansion. I redid his mansion, and it has like a million packs. It has like all the packs. So and I mean like some people still downloaded it, but I mean it feels bad sometimes because you're like that's not accessible to a lot of people. So I tried to limit myself with this one, and I tried to sort of cut it down and make it so that like I wasn't using a whole bunch of packs because I wanted people to be able to download it if they want. So I think it ended up using 8 packs, which is still a lot, but I was trying not to do that. So yeah, but I ended up using the Tiny Living pack anyways because that's one of the packs that I used, but I didn't bother to check if it was a tiny house. So yeah, that's that. But anyways, let's talk about the actual kit now. So there's a lot of really good stuff in this kit. Like, I mean, well, let me rephrase that. There is some really good stuff in this kit. There's not a lot because there's not a lot to the kit. I mean, as usual, the kits are really small, which I mean is a kit, so you expect it. But that's my whole issue with kits is they're so overpriced for what you get. I mean, I understand that it's like a little pack and like I think they might have been basing it off of like CC creators because like on Patreon, like a lot of CC creators use Patreon, right? And they have like a $5 donator thing. So like if you donate $5, you get access to all their stuff. But that's the thing. You get access to all of their stuff, not one kit. Like you get access to every single kit they've ever made. So it's like it's not really equivalent. So I don't really like that. But that being said, like that's my biggest issue with kits is I think they're way too overpriced. I mean, everything that EA does for The Sims is overpriced. Like there's no reason I should be paying the price of a full game for an expansion expansion pack. That's like no. That's not cool. But yeah. Anyways, because like seriously, these are $5. I just paid $5 for a full game yesterday. I bought a full game for $5. So it's like it's kind of annoying, but anyways, ignoring that, the actual kit itself is really nice. The items look really beautiful, and the whole point of making this little house was I wanted to see just how far these items could take me. So the only plants I use in this house are from the kit. So every single plant I use to decorate this house will come from the kit. And the kit actually came with a little bit of furniture too, which I was surprised by. I thought it was all going to be just plants. But like obviously, like when the screenshot came out, it was revealed that there was going to be actual furniture. But seeing the furniture was actually really surprising, and like it's not my favorite. Like it's not really my style. Like I used it in this build. I used both like the end table and the console table, but it's not really my style. It's not really stuff that I particularly like. Like I don't know what's wrong with it. Like there's nothing bad about it. It's just not really something I'm interested in. Like I like the idea of plants in a table or in a end table or something, but I just don't like the vibe of these ones. I don't know if it's the style or what, just something about it. I'm not really a fan of it, but they looked nice in this house anyways, so I went ahead and used them because I wanted to use the whole kit and whatnot. But there were actually a couple items I didn't use because I put them in at one point and then I changed them out for other things and I forgot to put them back. So yeah, there's a couple things that didn't make it into the build, but I think it was literally just like two plants. There was like the big plant with like the really cool pot where it's this huge pot, and like it has like an extra rim around the side where it's like growing moss or something. It's really cool. It's huge. So it's just like, where are you going to put this, right? Especially in a small house like this. Like, where are you going to put that giant thing? So that's why that one didn't make it in. The other one is the bonsai tree, or like they call it like the summer rose or something. And I don't like that item. I don't like it at all. I don't think it looks very good. Like the whole, I don't know if it's the polys or whatever. It's just, I don't like the way it looks. It looks sort of cheap compared to everything else. Like everything else looks really nice, but that one just looks sort of low res to me. Plus also it's just a weird plant to me. They call it a bonsai. I've never seen a bonsai that looks like that. I mean, that being said, I'm not like an expert at plants or anything. But yeah, I'm just not really a fan of that one at all. Like I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way I don't like how the resolution looks. It's just not really my thing. So that's why that one didn't get in. But that table right there in the corner in the kitchen, I absolutely love that table. It is like my favorite thing from this pack. Like considering this is a plant pack and my favorite thing is the table that doesn't have any plants on it, that's kind of sad, but it's so like perfect. I've been waiting for a table like this for forever. I love it so much. And it's like, it's nice because I actually use it as an end table in the bedroom or a side table, because like we don't have a lot of small side tables. We don't have a lot of like small little areas that we can just set by a table, that we can just set beside something, right? Oh, that's the plant I was talking about, the one that went in but then went away. But anyways, we don't have a lot of small little tables, so that one was really beautiful and I absolutely loved it, and so I am super excited for that one. That one makes me really happy. But that being said, there's still a lot of really beautiful plants in this pack. Like the little tiny plant, I think I put it on that table actually. It's like the one that was in the middle tier. It is super cute. I absolutely love it. And there's also the what is it? I forget which one. Oh, the little like room divider thing that's like a wire cage with a with like the little plants in all the buckets. That one is adorable. I love it so much. Oh, I just realized there's two more things I didn't put in. Yeah, there's like this giant cage thing. This like it's like a 3x1 item, right? So it's massive. That's why it's not in here, because it's a massive item. And it has like all these hanging plants on it. It's really cool and it's really beautiful, and I actually really like it a lot, but there was just no space for me to put it in this house. But also there's like a little wall plant thing that I didn't put in, and now that I'm thinking about it, it would have been great for the bathroom, because I did end up putting a painting in the bathroom, but I could have put those there instead, but I wasn't thinking. So yeah, but the one I was thinking of is like it's like a whole bunch of little cups that are up on the wall, and it's like, I think it's like a 3x3 of cups that are up on the wall, and it's super cute. But yeah, there's a lot of really good items in this pack. I mean, again, not a lot. there's some really good items in this pack, and it's a really beautiful pack. So I mean, if you're into plants and you're willing to pay $5 to get some good plants in your Sims game, it's definitely worth it. But I mean, if you're not like, if you don't care enough to spend $5 on it, don't. Like, really don't. Because it's like, there's no point in paying for that. Like, if you can afford to get, I mean, if you can if you're not a console player and you can play with CC, it's so much better to just get CC because you'll find a much bigger variety and it'll be free. You can get it for free. So, I mean, like if you can get CC, I just go with CC. But if you're not available, like if you're a console player or if you don't really like CC, you don't want to use CC in your game, which I understand, then I mean, it is a good pack. It's definitely like, I don't think it's worth $5, but I mean, none of the kits are, in my opinion. So, yeah, but if you're willing to pay it, it's definitely like a nice pack. It's definitely it's definitely a good one to have. So, it's all like personal preference. But yeah, for the vibe of this house, I just sort of went kind of pastel-y because like I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it because again, I'm not really much of a builder. So I didn't really know how to style it or anything. So I just sort of went for it. And it ended up being sort of pastel-y, but it looks kind of bland to me in the end. Like it feels very washed out. So I don't know. I feel like there was a little bit more I could have done with it. And I also am realizing now I forgot to put curtains in this house. I'm realizing that right now, putting up that leaf curtain thing. Oh, that's another thing. For that leaf curtain, I wish they had a version that didn't have the wood going across. Like I wish it had like a metal bar or something going across because like that wood part it gives it a very specific style, where it's like fantasy or like rural or cottagey or something. It's very stylistic. Whereas if it had like a bar or something, it could be something that's more modern. It's something you could put in more of like a modern style build. Like I feel like it would have suited my build a lot better if it had a bar across instead of that wood bit. But yeah, that's my one critique of that item. Like it's a really cool item. I just wish they had like different versions. There was like one with the wood and one with a bar, but we didn't get that. So yeah. But yeah. For this build, like I don't know how it turned out. Like I like it, but it's still kind of bland. It looks kind of bland to me. I think the plants really help a lot. The plants definitely bring all the color to this build. So I think I just have to get better at building, honestly, because there's a lot of really cool stuff that came in, but yeah, it just didn't really turn out the way I wanted. And that wall item, the one that's like all the weird shapes, that's another thing that I'm not sure about. I don't really like it very much. Like if they came individually, like each separate shape came individually, I would love it. I would absolutely love it. But the fact that it's all combined and it's only that one shape and you have to deal with that, I don't really like it very much. Because it's like it's such a weird shape, It's like it's a very stylistic shape. So, I'm not a huge fan of that. But yeah. That's pretty much it for the build. I mean, you can see me sort of putting it together, you can watch me kind of struggle with the outside because I don't know how to color it or anything. And like, I struggle with it quite a bit, but, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know really what else to say. Like the Blooming Rooms kit, I think it's definitely nice. So if you're down for it, like if you want to spend $5 on a kit, like I would definitely choose this one. Like for me, it's definitely the best build kit so far. Because I didn't even get the Courtyard Oasis kit, so I can't fully talk about that one because I never got it. But I didn't want to get it because it's like I watched other people's reviews of it, and it's just a courtyard. Like you can't do anything else with it, and it's like, what's the point of having a Moroccan courtyard if you can't have a Moroccan house to go with it? So for me, I didn't even want to bother with that one because I just didn't think it was like a good choice. And then the Country Kitchen was super cute and I loved it and I bought it. And like at first I was sort of like going against kits and I was like, I'm not going to buy kits. I'm not going to spend $5 on this. So that's how I was at first. But then when that one came out, I couldn't resist it. I was like, I need a Country Kitchen. It's like, it's so perfect. I need it. Right. But then Cottage Living came out like a month later, I think. So that was kind of not cool. Because if you're going to get like a Country Kitchen, you might as well just get Cottage Living. Like don't bother with the Country Kitchen. So this one is like the only one that I feel is like an actual like a good build pack that's like worth it. Because with Courtyard Oasis, I mean, it's beautiful. Like the items in it are absolutely beautiful. But it's like why would you have a Moroccan courtyard without a Moroccan house? Like, there's not enough there to build a whole Moroccan house, so why would you even bother with it, right? And then for Country Kitchen, obviously it's like we already have that with Cottage Living. I mean, they're definitely different. The items are different and they do have a slightly different vibe, but I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. So there's no reason to spend your money on both, really. Plus, if you get Cottage Living, you get so much more. I mean, you pay so much more, but you get so much more with it. So with that one, it's a little bit different. But for this one, like, I mean, it's actually a good kit. I really like the items that came with it. Like, even the ones that aren't really my style, like, I might not use those items very much, but they are still good items. So yeah, I think overall this is probably my favorite of the build kits. So I definitely recommend it. Like, if you're willing to spend the $5 on it, it's definitely like, I wouldn't say it's worth it, but it's definitely like a good kit to have. Yeah. But anyways, that's pretty much my idea on the kit. Like, it's a good kit. It's if you're not willing to pay $5 for it, then don't. Like, it's you could replace it with CC so easily. There's all sorts of CC that makes stuff like this. So yeah. It's really up to you with this kit. Like, it's really nice and everything. So it's definitely good items. If you want new plants and stuff, they are good items. They look really nice. I mean, aside from that one tree that I mentioned earlier, they are all really beautiful items. They do look really nice. And you can see with this house, you can actually furnish a full house. They have enough swatches to be able to reuse different items. So yeah, I would say go for it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.